What's going on, y'all? I was gonna have the intro up top at Mount Charleston, but we have some donkeys. So while they're in view, let me show you. And she finally got to see the donkey. We are heading up to Mount Charleston right now, and there are donkeys walking right on the side of the road. These cars there, for example, there's a blind turn. Stay out of the road, stay out of the road. These cars are speed, stop. Oh my God. The fact that I got that on camera, that guy almost, oh my God. You need to relax, donkey. Come on, come on. You're okay.
Maybe he wants to look at
Yeah, I know. Cannot believe, but this is the exact reason why they have removed the horses. For one, there was horses everywhere. They removed them, and two, the donkeys. That guy was going way too fast around that corner. It is also raining right now. It is drizzling. There's little raindrops on here, and he was going way over 55 miles an hour. He almost killed himself, and if that donkey was in the road, he almost hit it even as he swerved. Lord Jesus, there's another car coming right now. The donkeys went back up. Wow, what a beginning. Anyway, it's almost sunset time. There's a lodge up there. Unfortunately, it burnt down. Early 1900s it was established, but I'm getting off track, so let's go check this out. Right, so I'm trying to leave, but now they're crossing the road at the blind spot. That one donkey actually made it through, and if I get too close, look at the guy's skid marks. I just don't want to get hit. And there's traffic coming behind me and they're speeding fast. All right, hold on, come on. Go. Hold on, I have a line of cars behind me. All right, we found a few more. We are off the road completely. And right here, there's another one. I'll show you in a minute, babe. There's another one in the back. It's all the way back there though, by the mountain. Wow, this is such a nice herd. Every time I come up here to skate or I come up with my friends, she never gets to see the donkeys. She always really gets upset. She just loves the donkeys. What's going on, y'all? Welcome to another episode of Searching for Grinds and Good Times. And we are up at the Mount Charleston Lodge. If you remember, there was a beautiful restaurant that once stood here. Here's the cabins. This is where you can get a room. That cabin, or this lodge right here, me, my wife, and my daughter, we ate here. They had some churros and ice cream that was so good. But I believe it was 2021. It burnt down. Luckily, the cabins are still here and you can still stay at these cabins. It was supposed to be rebuilt around 2024 and this year, but it looks like nothing has happened. Let's check this out. Right here you have the cabin office, no public restrooms, and this is the very end right here. All the cabins right here are with guests. You get to stay here and you have a beautiful mountain. You can hike the trails up here. One of the peaks goes all the way up right here where my finger is. I've actually hiked it and it goes all the way to the peak. It is beautiful. And right down here, there's some guests right here staying. If you don't mind me asking, how much was the nightly rate here?
from like 120 to 180.
Oh, that's not bad. We actually live in town. I'm a YouTuber doing an episode right now. I was like, oh, that's not bad. Cool, thank you. So yeah, they said 120 to 180 a night. That is awesome. So anyway, right over here, there was a restaurant and it was fantastic. So the mountain was actually named after the U.S. Army, a group of surveyors that actually came through in 1869. Now I am Native American, I am Potawatomi, and they're out of Wisconsin. The Paiute tribe are the Native Americans here at Mount Charleston. There was a lot of issues with the settlers and the Paiutes did end up moving. Now in 1900s, early in the 1900s, 1905, I think his name was Griffith, not Griffin, I think it was Griffith. He came here and actually opened the first Charleston camp and resort here, like a campsite basically, where you can come up here and stay. And then basically a year later, after the U.S. Army came through, and in 1869, I think his name was Conrad Keel, came through and opened the first sawmill and cabin. It was a sawmill and cabin between 1870 and 1880. Then in 1905, or like 1901 or 1902, I think his name is Griffith, he came through and actually opened the Mount Charleston Lodge and Resort, the first campsite basically up here on this mountain. So thank you to all of you gentlemen. However, this place has been plagued by fires, and the first fire, it took an hour for the firefighters to get up this hill and fight that fire. She's playing cornhole right now. Let's see you get in. Come on, baby.
I missed all.
You missed all of them? All right, here.
Count.
Here, first try. On the other episode, I got it in first try. Oh, second try. Oh, this one's light. Oh, here, this one's really light. You might do better with that one. Oh! And E.W. Griffith was his name, opened the first Mount Charleston Park Lodge. I think it was 1905. And it gave people a chance to come up here and have that campsite. So you had the U.S. Army, the surveyors in 1869. You had the first sawmill and cabin in 1870 to 1880. Then the early 1900s, he comes in and he gets these campsites available for people to come up here and stay. Look at her, she's stuck playing cornhole. The Mount Charleston Lodge and Cabins, Las Vegas, www.mountcharlestonlodge.com. And as you see, it drops off right here. There's a whole community. There's the fire station right there. I believe that's the fire station. We passed it on the way up. That might be someone's house, but the fire station's right down there. There's an old water mill, like a water tower. I'm gonna drive through on the way out, but the sunset is in about 10 minutes. You can see the community up in the hills. This place is just, it smells amazing. The ground is wet. It had a light sprinkle. We had the donkeys on the way up. And then by 1915, roughly around there, it became a full commercial campsite facility. So between 1905 and 1915, shout out to E.W. Griffith. You got these grills right here. So let's look where this fire happened. But that first site that was open between 1905 and 1915 was actually where the library and the fire department now sit. I just seen that online. So it looks like here was the deck, and right in here you see it's torn apart where we had that fire. There's also a famous plane crash in 1955, a C-54 intelligence plane carrying intelligence, and I think it was a U-2 something. Sorry if I got that wrong. It was U-2 something. And it went down. I believe everybody perished on there, and there is a memorial site. It was the Spring Mountain or Spring Valley Memorial. It is up on this mountain. It's at the Spring Mountain Visitors Gateway, and there is a memorial, and it says it remains a mystery to this day. It was during a blizzard. There was also reports that it had something to do with the Area 51, or it had some kind of intelligence, but that went down. If I think I read it correctly, 14 people perished in that plane crash. That is so sad. Now, the fires that happened, just like this one. First one that I seen documented was 1961, and it actually closed this place down, but reopened in 1962. There were some multiple other fires. Now, you are on top of the mountain. There are lightning strikes, but there are others involving arson, they say. But in 2013, there was the Carpenter Fire, and that was massive. They brought fire crews from California, Arizona. It was crazy, and that's the Carpenter Fire. Now, in 2021, that's the fire that destroyed this right here. Now, this was a restaurant. They had amazing food. Like I said, me, my daughter, my wife came up here. It must have been right after COVID. It was either right before COVID or right after. Maybe it was 2019. But we just came up here for dessert, but they had churros and ice cream. They might have had fried ice cream, because that's what my wife loves. And I also think we had the s'mores. We just had 3 different dessert dishes. But you got to eat right here, and you have an outlook. The mountain goes all the way down, it drops. This kind of sat high. They also had burgers and all that good stuff, but it was somewhere to eat when you stayed in these cabins. Now, it was supposed to be rebuilt. I think it was approved in like 22 or 23. And it was supposed to start late 2024. We're now in 2025, and as it says, it looks like there is no progress being made. You have those 2 big planters. Those look new as far as the cement bases. That might be the entrance, but let's take a look at this. So right here, you can see these are new nails. These are not old nails. This is the deck right here. This is really old, which leads me to think that this might have already been here. Maybe they're tearing this apart. But you do have the electrical wires and poles. You have a beautiful, beautiful mountain peak. Now, the famous ski resort, the Kyle Canyon and all that, I think it's called Kyle Canyon. There's a half pipe. I go up there and I skate and everything. You go up the other way and you go up to the top of that mountain. That's for another episode. But this doesn't look like it's being built. This looks like it's being taken apart. Just because... No, those are new nails. Maybe this is being built, but I don't see no equipment up here. There's no construction equipment. I mean, there's nothing. And that's broken right there. These planters do look new. I mean, those aren't old. They'd be a lot more weathered. It's crazy how the plants are kind of dead inside. Yeah, there's people camping up here. You can hear them. Oh, it's amazing. It's 100 degrees down there today. It's 57 degrees up here right now. You can see it is wet. But man, what a shame. Looks like there was a road that went all the way back here. I believe the restaurant sat right here. Maybe it sat a little further. Talked about the 1961 fire. We had the Carpenter fire in 2013. We had the fire in 2021. And I believe there was a famous person's house that was actually lost in the fire up here. I want to say her last name started with a W. I'm not going to go and look all that up. But I do think I ran across that in the article. There's a whole town down here. It smells amazing. All it smells like right now is someone's burning fresh wood in a fireplace. Oh, the donkeys you see. The horses were everywhere, but they had to remove the horses due to them eating out of the trash and people were hitting them. Yeah, this is like a dead end. Pretty much nowhere else you can go. You have the electrical part right here. The mountain drops off right over there. Looks like you got a big water well. There are mountain lions up here. I did read about that. We do have mountain lions and a certain type of elk that's only found in Nevada. But there's people walking, dogs barking. Unfortunately, we didn't get to see the sun go down because it was raining earlier today, as you could see. And the cloud actually covered the sun going down. But we are gonna go drive through the neighborhood. My wife got out and she was all excited. She got to see the donkeys. She was playing that. She's like, I'm cold. I had 2 beanies. I have a long sleeve shirt. I'm like, you wanna take my shirt? She's like, no. So she's sitting in the car right now. She's looking up some other information, see what else we can find. I'm sure there's a lot of cool stuff. I'm sure there was a few movies. I saw something about The Shining when I put in Las Vegas, like movies shot here. But then when I saw it, I was like, I don't know, that doesn't look like Las Vegas. A big parking space right here. Now, these are the cabins that you can stay at. She said it was $120 to $180 a night. Got these big pine trees. Oh, look at that cabin up there. Oh, that guy's living his life, man. So right here, no smoking. Oh, you can hear the gusts down there. Oh, they have more cabins down at the bottom. Oh, this is awesome. Got these wood decks. Yeah, there's cabins down there. There's a light to it. Oh man, we gotta stay. I actually booked a room here in 2021 when me and my daughter and my wife came over and actually ate here. The Christmas prior to that, I booked a room here. The first time I tried to book a room, I wanted to use the real fireplace, have the snow and everything. And they called and canceled due to heating issues. Said there was heating issues and that we couldn't heat the room or whatever the case may be, but that's why I didn't get the room, and I was devastated about that. Well, I never went down here. It says, please watch your step. Well, let's see. Oh, it feels like you're in a Twilight movie right now. Well, at least they lit those up. Oh, wow, this is like a maze. This is crazy. Look at that. I didn't know the cabins went all the way down. The cabin there. Watch your step. Oh, wow. How cool is this? So this ends right here. And there's a porch right here where they outlook. In the morning, you come have your coffee and stand right outside there. This is all suspended. You have no windows on this one, no windows, but you do have your porch. All right, let's take a little more of a tour. So this one's way bigger. The other ones are small. This one looks like it might have like 3 or 4 bedrooms. You do have quite a bit of cars. Yeah. Oh, yeah, they're camping up there. Got your Christmas lights on. The air is thin up here. It is, what is it, Tuesday night? It's about 7:30. This is where this ends. Yep, you got your sheds right here. Now we're gonna get in our car and we're gonna go check out people's homes. It is amazing, and maybe the Airbnbs. Oh wow, that was so cool. Another cool fact, in 1989, the Mount Charleston Wilderness was actually designated. So that's cool. 1989, you got 26 years. 26 years. 36 years. Also, I'm just taking a guess, but I bet they have amazing farmers markets up here. Probably have amazing estate and yard sales, because in the summertime, it's 113 degrees in Vegas. It's like 75 up here, 80 degrees. Perfect for growing vegetables and fruits. We're gonna have to come in the daytime. All right, now you're gonna come with me on a drive. How about that? So this are people that live up here, I think. And let's just take a cool drive and see what it looks like. Oh my god, can you imagine living here? Oh my god, we want to live here so bad. It's just the winter time. I mean, people get snowed in here every single year. This guy's got a tractor right here. He's got the right idea. Look at that, the Moose Lodge. Welcome to the Moose Lodge. Huh. I've had a lot of people up here rent these out. These are probably a lot of Airbnbs. I know. Up and down, yeah. This is so beautiful. It's just, you got the tight, narrow streets, and you don't see trees in Las Vegas. It's a desert, of course. I'm from Hawaii. My wife is from California. This is what we want to wake up in the morning to. Have your coffee outside. Do your art. Look at the stone house right there. Now this one's more modern right here. And then right next to it, you have these cabins. A lot of these cabins are just like, what do you call them? Like tiles, the fake. But look at that big tree right here. Knotty pine and silver tip. Just give you guys a cool little trip. This is kind of different for YouTube style. I know a lot of people talk, but I am just in awe about how beautiful this looks. Kind of spooky at night. You ain't gonna have no lights on the street, so you gotta trust your neighbors. But if you're living up here, you're gonna have some money. Maintenance on the house, summer and winter time. Look at that right there. It's a nice older house. We don't like the newer style houses. I'm 42, she's 35, but we are both old at heart. Let's go up one more. We're at a crossroad. There's a spooky house in the, look at that one. That's a spooky house, baby. Is that a Wednesday house? And they're having dinner right there. That's the only one I've seen kind of active right now. A lot of these houses are just pitched out black. Look how spooky this is. I have my flash on. This is almost pitch dark. The Blair Witch Project. Now she's like, I don't want to live here, I don't want to live here. She definitely wouldn't be outside after this time right here. If you came to her house, she'd probably answer the door with a stun gun and dogs and send me to the door. Yeah, this one's more homey living, so. Anyway, that was a quick little trip. This winds and it goes, trust me, this goes a lot more than what you've seen. Looks like this connects you to the main road. Okay, so I think this place is for sale. This is a spooky house. Sorry about the windshield. This is a spooky house on the corner, and this is called Cathedral Rock. Dude, if a light turns on in there, we're speeding home. The estates at Cathedral Rock. See if you can find out any information. Hold on, we're gonna pull off to the side of the road and see if we can find out any spooky information on this. Because that thing is scary, and I think it's for sale. So I just did a little bit of reading. It's for sale for $3,991,000, I believe, in that range. And it looks like it's just an estate. It's got 4 to 5 bedrooms, and it is for sale. And there's a picnic area also called Cathedral Rock, which is a little different from this. But there are a bunch of these type of houses in this just one area. But I'm telling you, this gives you a really spooky feeling. But that is a cathedral rock. I don't see any history on this, nothing spooky or nothing, but everything is dark in there. If someone turns on that light, I'm telling you. Right, there are no lights over here, so I'm just telling you right now, it is a lot darker than you are seeing. But look at all the people, they have their little community lit up. This is about a 1 hour drive from our house, but we live by Nellis Air Force Base. So if you tell somebody you're going to Mount Charleston, just plan on about an hour trip. If you live up towards Summerlin or not Anthem, but Aliante, Centennial, about 30 minutes. But what a beautiful, beautiful mountain. There's so much more here. I will come up here to Kyle Canyon. We're gonna eat at the restaurant. Oh, did you see I talked to those people about the rent, babe?
No, I saw you.
Oh, so those people said it's 120 to 180 a night. Right now it is 7:38 at night, 58 degrees, and I will show you the temperature when we get down this hill. It is almost pitch black right here. The speed limit should be between 25 to 35. As you see in the beginning of the video, that guy almost took himself out and those donkeys. There are a police station up here and the cops do patrol this heavy, so I will tell you, if you come up here and you're younger and you think you're gonna speed through all this, they will get you. Now, there's a bunch of campers down here. This is the campsite. I believe they close the gate around 7, so the campers get locked in there. You might be able to come in and out. I'm not sure if there's a guard. I haven't stayed down here, but you can park your car and then you can put a tent out and you can camp. There's the fire station. So it looks like when he opened that resort between 1905 and 1915, that's the fire station, and down here is the library. They do have a light right here. But as you see, this is what I was looking at. Yeah, that was the fire station from up there. Yep. But it is very dark, and over here on the right, I gotta be careful while I'm driving, so I will restart this when I get down the hill a little bit more, but everybody is camping down here, as you can see. Right, so it's a little dark. We came right down the hill, literally about 10 minutes, and I think this is the peak at Mount Charleston. There is a big resort, and they do have a restaurant that's open. So let's go inside. I know it's a little distorted right now, but let's go inside. So we parked right over here, and they do have this cool walkway, and there's the restaurant. I think there's people eating in there right now. They do have a bar. They have a coffee shop. It's chilly up here. Somehow it went from 58 to 54. Wait a minute, it's getting darker. You can eat out here. She's got to use the restroom as well. Oh, it's warm in here. Restrooms are straight ahead, baby. So right here, oh, look at this. You can make the coins, I think. Is that the coin depositor? That's really old school. I'm sorry, y'all. I really don't know what this is. So you put your coins in here and it must bag it up for you. Open 24 hours. Right here, this is at the bottom. They do have places you can stay in here. They have deodorant, $3.25, Tampax, condoms, sunblock, health awareness. Yeah, so they have a little bit of everything. Got your sodas here, your Ghost. This cafe is open 24 hours. Their donuts aren't out yet. They have your stuff for your coffee. Oh, they are really empty right now. And their coffee, I could smell the coffee. I don't see it. Oh, it's behind there. How much is it? Soft fuzzy blankets, t-shirts. They got that. They do have people sitting down here. What is this right here? Dollars. Get a receipt. Dollars and cents. Wow, look at that. Wow, that's cool. Yeah, and they do have a bar right here. What is this? The Retreat on Charleston Peak. Oh, look at that. Weddings. They got the snow in the background right here. People having weddings. The wedding at the Retreat. Get a quote for your wedding or event today. Oh, they have a pool table. They do have a bar. Oh, look at this old slot machine. This guy's got a gun in his hand. Oh, they do have the nickels stuck in there. Wow, that is really cool. Oh, look at that buffalo head.
Remember I was gonna get the buffalo at oddities for
Yeah.
$700.
Oh, they have a piano right here. Thank you, Retreat. Are you serious?
No, he doesn't need to play.
Oh, the piano is reserved for players only. My bad. So it looks like here's the rooms. I've never been in here. Let's see. Oh, I can hit my head on the ceiling though. It is warm in here. I do like how the stone on the wall, it smells like bubble gum, huh, babe? Just gonna go a little bit more and see. Looks like this wraps all the way around. Yep. All right, well, that's pretty cool. Dude, you're 5 feet tall and you can almost jump and hit you. Can you touch the roof? Oh, she touched it. That's the first time she's ever touched a roof. Cold outside and toasty in here. There's a lot of people at the bar, so I don't want to shine my my light in there. Let me see if I can get a menu though. All right, he was nice enough to give me a menu. He says it is closed right now. Canyon Bar, so appetizers, jumbo wings. Oh, that's exactly what we would get. Sheet pan nachos, chili cheese fries. This isn't bad for being a tourist destination all the way up the hill. Green chili, chicken quesadilla, tavern pizza, 12 bucks. Well, we would have got that too. Wild beast burger, wild game, 8-ounce burger patty. Uh-oh. Hey, Mr. Buffalo, is that you? Fried chicken, French dip, fish and chips. And then cocktails, Retreat Bloody Mary 13, coffee, Kyle Canyon Mule, tiramisu martini. Yeah, so I mean, it's definitely reasonable. There are people here, I just don't want to show that. I have a bear over here. Come on, baby. We are going to explore. Wow, look at that. Dude, babe, look at this. Is that real? Yes. Wow, look at that. Feel it. So up the hill, the cabin was $120, they said, and right here it's $92 tonight to stay in the bed. Well, it looks like we're staying. No, I did not know there was a pond. Oh, this is out front. It's just not full right now because we walked by this right here and walked into, okay. Yeah, because okay. I was like, I didn't see the pond. Okay, is there anything more? Oh, look at this fireplace, babe. Definitely not real. But a cool little area. Looks like that stops. What's in here? Oh, you got more rooms. Okay. So this is the second part. Really, really cool area though. This is awesome. All right, Bear and Buffalo. Just talked to her right there and she was so cool. So she's gonna give me a tour of the property if we wanted to come stay here. The suite on a Tuesday night runs about $230. So I think she talked me and my wife into that. So right now she said you can walk, do whatever you want. We're gonna show you a light tour and then we're probably gonna end up staying here very soon. Right here, this is the hotel on Mount Charleston. Dude, if this fire, there's a chimney. Oh my God, if that was lit, that would be so awesome. She says we can walk through the restaurant. So this is the Canyon Restaurant. Wait to be, oh, it smells good in here. There's actually people eating. Jumbo, oh, we already read that. So this is the restaurant right here. They do have a full bar. And, hi. Not an exit right here. So this is, I think this is where the water was on that picture that we seen. This has to be, but this is really cool. They do have people eating here. The restaurant looks like it is closing down. They have a full bar back here. It's a really nice restaurant. Oh, they have more people up there. Didn't mean to interrupt everybody. This was where the water was in that picture. I knew I wasn't tripping. Now it's just all mulch. It's probably too hard to keep it up. All right, so it is a nice, it smells like a Christmas tree. If you want to know what it smells like Christmas. There's 2 rows of parking. See that cathedral up there? It's got to be a church of some sort. But as you can see, there are no lights and we came from the top of that. Anyway, I mean, it smells like a Christmas tree. There used to be horses walking around this whole parking lot, but they would eat out of the trash cans, and that's what made everybody transfer the horses, not get rid of them. You can see people are in their suites. None of the suites have jacuzzis, not even the most expensive one. So, but they said they are remodeling. Right, we are heading down the hill. Just to give you an idea how dark it is, there's no street lights and it's a good half-an-hour ride down the street. There looks like there's a church. Yeah, it's a church across the street from the actual resort behind me. Look at this. They do have a church right across the street. It is 58 degrees, 811. So at the bottom, about 2 minutes from that resort or retreat, this is the visitor center, and I believe this is where that memorial is. It is closed right now. I will do that on another episode. And as you can see, it was 811 or 813. So now it's 65 degrees. It was 58. And we are still nowhere near the bottom. Right, 76 degrees, 8:30, 10 minutes later. Now you can see Vegas coming over the hill. It is still completely blacked out, as you can see. Hey, we just got off the freeway. We are at Sky Canyon. That Mount Charleston's still right there. We're just gonna get some bite to eat real quick. It is 85 degrees, so that's almost a 30-degree warm up. It was 58 up there. So just show you the difference. 8:37. We got off the hill at 8:11.